What would an Avenger update look like? Yes, a Minecraft superhero update. Specifically the Avenger update. What would happen? So, first of all, the Avengers Tower would be added as a structure and stuff. There will be like some kind of guardian, like Iron Man's Legion. And there will be a boss, Ultron, if you kill him, which leads you to all the Iron Man suits, which would be pretty cool in this update. So there's only one of these, and you can only get, if you get a map, then the Avengers Tower, you can go to the Avengers Tower. So how do you get a map to get to these structures, and specifically the Avengers Tower structure? Well, to get a map to this, you will have to find the SHIELD camp. There'll be some kind of camp, you know what? SHIELD, like Nick Fury is like the leader of that thing, whatever. You have to find him, and you have to do some challenges, and then he'll give you the gateway to the Avenger map. This is the only Avengers Tower, so you probably would not be able to find it. But it just spawns in on the map, like. When you get the map, the Avengers Tower just spawns in, and it's in like the radius of the map, so you won't like go too far away, if you know what I mean. That's like every structure. And this Asgard Shrine, what you have to do is, if you give Heimdall, yeah, you can find Heimdall, and if you give him the resources he wants, he will travel you to Asgard and stuff. And you can always go back whenever you want, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, there's only one of these shrines, by the way. There's like one of each shrine, and you can find these shrines by finding the cartographer villager and stuff, and it spawns them when you get the map. So you cannot find it on its own. It's impossible. You have to get a map. It's not like the Woodland. Asgard will be a huge, huge place. There's challenges in Asgard and stuff. You will get the hammer, and you can go with the hammer and stuff. You get his armor too. It can be powerful. If you find the space stone. Okay, space stone. There's a lot of stones, but there's a really rare chance that if you mine a diamond, you will get the space stone. And if you get the space stone, you can actually get Thanos' ship by putting netherite. If you go in a crafting table, you get netherite blocks around the space stone, and put the space stone in the middle. You get the gateway to get Thanos' ship. Not get it, but Thanos' ship will come, and you can go in. You can get Thanos, defeat him, and then it will be like this map that can lead that he will drop to get all the Infinity Stones, and you get the Infinity Gauntlet. And then, you can snap, you can use abilities. Yeah. By the way, if they do this, I think there should be some kind of like limited time mode. Like if you just go in survival and you just find the Avengers stuff, it's just weird when the update ends. When this limited time mode, it'd be just survival mode, but like there'd be all these Avenger structures and stuff. And this kind of like limited time mode will like only last for like 2 months, maybe like 3 months. So you have some time for this. And yeah, just saying that because adding it in survival just forever and stuff just probably would feel stupid. It eventually gets to OP. So this is just a little limited time mode, and you can enable the Avenger feature and like settings, and this will only be available for 3 months until this update ends, and then it would just be deleted. So yeah. Now we're gonna explain about Dr. Doom's huge castle. If you find this, Dr. Doom will be sitting on his throne, and you can defeat him. Yes, defeat Dr. Doom. If you defeat him, you get his powers and stuff, which is pretty cool. You can also find a couple of helicarriers in the sky. You can find a lot of them. Like, it says rares find like 5 villages. Finding 5 villages. So they're not like, they're pretty rare, but like they're not too rare. And you can find as many as you want, not just one of them. And there's no map for this. There's different bosses on each kind. You can find like 2 Black Widow ones, you know, where Black Widow is a boss on here. Like Hawkeye is a boss on one of the other carriers. Even Nick Fury, yeah, is a boss. And you can maybe Nick Fury's pistols, Hawkeye's bow, which is way stronger and stuff. And maybe Black Widow's like weird stick things. I'll show a picture of it. Next, if you find Doctor Strange's sanctuary, you can offer to him to train, and if you finish training, you get his power, and you can make Fantastic Four building. You can find and you can see the Fantastic Four and stuff, and that'll be pretty cool. And finally, if you go in the Fantastic Four building, you can get the Fantastic Four ship, and you can go to Galactus's. And when you go to Galactus's home, you find the huge Galactus. It's a huge boss, and if you kill him, he's like really strong. So you probably have to like get all the other Avenger powers and stuff. You can you get the ability to have every single Avenger power in Minecraft. And that's how you beat the Avenger LTM limited time game mode. And then after that, there'd be like this huge kind of cutscene thing, and all the Avengers would be happy because it's basically, you know, the Ender Dragon, when you defeat him, you know, that's basically beating the game. It's time in this limited time survival mode. It's Galactus. So yeah, and the Fantastic Four building is pretty hard to find, and you have to at least play for 20 days to even access the Galactus' home. And that's like the final boss, Galactus himself. So if you enjoyed this video, this is